स्टार्ट हो रहा है। हम लोग YouTube पे भी जा रहे हैं लाइव अभी।
Naju Isa. Guys, this is my moment of life. I'm going on YouTube live. I don't know
so
how it's going
we
to
are
work.
on YouTube now, so we can start the meeting.
I have no idea.
Just a second.
Name बताओ. मैं अभी लिंक भेजूंगी फैमिली में.
Yes, we can start. Okay.
Sir, link share कीजिए.
I'll just share the link. Just a second. Yeah, this is the link on YouTube. तो जिसको YouTube पे देखना है वो YouTube पे भी जाके देख सकते हैं.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome all of you. Today we have a very talented lady who's going to speak to us. She's Nasreen Engineer, a chemical engineer. She's done her MBA in Australia, has an 18 years of global experience, exposure of different profiles and industries. As present, she is in the business of facilitating of experimental education and training. She is helping and open a gateway of powerful new thinking, learning, and self-development. Online experimental and outdoor adventure, creating powerful experiences, short and long, so that meaning emerges as a result of their own initiative and engagement. Works with corporate schools and individuals. He is also a life coach, a personal mind control sessions she takes, and to top it all, she is a recipient of the Bharat Gaurav Award for contributing toward Indio-Kuwait friendship. Friends, we welcome Nasreen Engineer today and ask her to take over and start her session for today. Welcome, Nasreen. So nice of you to give us time. Please start.
Hello, Bismillah Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. So first of all, thank you everyone from the Muslim Chamber of Commerce for giving me this opportunity to present in this forum today. And let us begin this with a small presentation that I've prepared for all of you. I'm going to start sharing my screen now. Yes, is my screen?
Yeah, it's there.
Great. So thank you, Sagarji, for giving me this wonderful introduction about me. This is my Facebook link, my LinkedIn and my Instagram for you all to connect with me. Yeah, so if you are a participant and you are not speaking right now, I would request everyone to keep this mic on mute, please. Okay, let me begin the question with who runs the organization or the company. Okay, now the way we will work is you will put your answers in the chat window, or you can unmute and speak for a minute if you wish to. Who runs your organization or company?
The employees.
Okay, the employees.
The customers.
Customers.
Anybody else who wants to speak?
Very good. Very good. I'm getting very good answer. Okay, so firstly, since our topic is on soft skills today, I would like to say when you are the most important person for your company, because wherever you go, you are the brand ambassador for that company. Today, I'm speaking here on behalf of my organization, ICE Consultant. I'm speaking to Muslim Chambers of Commerce. So I'm here there. But here, the most important person is you. So first basic skill is whenever we introduce ourselves, हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं? I'm going to pick a participant from here, okay? And I'm going to ask you to write me, Nisar Saab. I'm going to ask you to introduce yourself when we are meeting for first time.
Well, I'm Nisar Sagar. I am into the business of construction and painting, and I'm a member of the Rotary Club of Pune Cantonment. I'm chairman of the Muslim Chamber of Commerce. My main hobby is to serve the community. I have always been very, very active in polio eradication, and it's a long work that I have put in polio eradication. And Allah has chosen me for the purpose, and I think I'm just doing my duty.
Shukriya. Wonderful. That was a wonderful introduction. So the first skill that we are going to learn today is introducing ourselves. Oops. Okay, so introduce yourself in chat. Okay, the first thing when we meet a person, we have to greet, say hi or hello. Then state your name and say 3 things that you want to be remembered as. So what are the 3 things that you want people to remember you as? State your name again. And the last thing is end with, I am glad to be here. Okay. For example, hello, I am Nasreen Ijner, an engineer and international L&D consultant with entrepreneurial skills. I am Nasreen Ijner and I am glad to be here. So you see, we are using the name twice. We are giving 3 parts: engineer, international consultant, and entrepreneur. So 3 things that I want people to remember me. Again, I'm stating my name, and then I'm saying I'm glad to be here. Now, why we are doing this? So the 3 pillars of good introduction is likability, credibility, and memorability. So likability, when I say words like hi, hello, glad to meet you, and with a smile, then instantly people like you, right? When I say that I'm an engineer, I'm an international L&D consultant, learning and development, so that builds up credibility, right? कि engineer भी है, international भी है, तो ये हमारे forum में आने के लिए credible है, right? And when I say my name twice, it becomes a memorability. So people remember you. पहली बार में जो आपका नाम नहीं याद कर पाए और या catch नहीं कर पाए, तो दोबारा जब आप बोलोगे तो catch हो जाएगा. Okay? So now, so once we have introduced ourselves, we have liked ourselves, let me go to the next thing. Post-COVID, we have to understand that the gender roles are going to be very, it's going to be very vague. It's not like men's job, women's job anymore. It is a work from home scenario at the moment. और यहाँ पर जो बैठे हैं, जो काम कर रहे हैं, वो agree करेंगे मुझसे that the men are working as much as the women are working, and the women are working as much as the men are working at home and at office. Okay. So why we need to learn new skills in this time? Okay. It has been, this is all given and from the figures of International Labour Organization figures that 305 million full-time jobs have been lost globally since the COVID-19 hit. Okay, but there is an increase in the market in some areas. LinkedIn has analyzed that millions of jobs that the employers are looking for is soft skills. And these skills are communication, problem solving, which is, which everybody knows it, right? तो आप जब भी आप किसी से बात करते हैं कि हाँ सॉफ्ट स्किल पढ़ना है, तो वो क्या बोलेंगे? हाँ, कम्युनिकेशन सीख लो तो आपकी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाएगी. However, आज मैं आपको कुछ और बताने वाली हूँ. Are you with me? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, जब हम skills की बात करेंगे, तो हम पहले areas पे focus करेंगे. So, 10 areas which we will focus on is invested, people, knowledge, curiosity, industry, communication, solution, vendor, partnership, and leadership. So, invested. Now, how invested you are in the process, okay? Now, you might be working with different generations because now the new and the old are working together. The old need the technology skills of new generations, and the new generation need the skills and experience of the older generation. So we have to walk side by side. Okay, na aage na piche, but together. So we have to be invested in the process. Okay, we have to display effort, dedication, and desire to move the company forward. So when the company move forward, you move forward. When you move forward, the company moves forward. And exhibit excitement and engagement. Okay. We all agree over here कि there is always जहाँ पर दो लोग काम करेंगे तो there will be a differences, but we'll keep that differences aside and we'll create excitement and engagement situation. So we will be invested in this process. For this, these are the simple 6 skills that we will focus on. Commitment, enjoyment, enjoy the process. COVID-19 kahin nahi jaane wala. It's here to stay with us like a friend or a foe. The choice is yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Next is people. Okay. Without people, we cannot work. So alignment with your organization, alignment with different people from different groups up and down. There was a situation once when it was very much bureaucratic and dictatorship was very much that कि मैं जो बोला वो ही होगा, मैं जो सोचूंगा वही होगा. But now, because it's a global scenario, we are working virtually. We have to give people different ways to grow and align with the organization. So alignment is going to be very important. So this skill of aligning yourself with different groups of people from different culture, from different background is going to be a new skill that you will need. So here the boss relationships will change. Interpersonal skills will be changing. Most importantly, listening skill. Okay. Usually we don't listen, we only hear. Okay. We do not listen, we only hear. Listening is like understanding what the other person wants you to do. Hearing is what you want to understand, you will understand. Then trustworthiness, approachability, and understanding other. Trustworthy is because you're going to work not in front of each other. That factor of trustworthiness is very important now. Approachability, how easily people can approach you at any time. Phone उठाया, आपसे बात कर ली. कुछ misunderstanding हो रही है, कुछ understanding आपको extra करनी है. You can always use different social platforms to communicate, or just pick a call and communicate. All this factor will help to build all this side. Next is the knowledge of company. So all the companies now are going through different turmoils. Every country and every company are going through different challenges. So what is our so what does it mean, knowledge of business goals? So understanding of current business challenges and problem. What's in the news? Awards won, changes within the company or the department, past, present, and future. Now, why past? Because from the past, we can draw that experience key, and then we can move forward. Like even when we talk about COVID, for example, we went back to the Spanish flu. Isse pehle, I have never thought about Spanish flu. है कोई यहाँ पर जिसने Spanish flu के बारे में पहले सुना था? Unless you are taking medicine or something, or medical studies. We have never, I personally, for me, I've never heard of Spanish flu before COVID-19. जब COVID-19 हुआ, तब हम जाके, oh, Spanish flu भी हुआ था 1800 में. So we went into the past. अच्छा, फिर क्या किया था? So they wore mask. So we started wearing mask. So same thing. So same thing with your company also. Or what are the other companies who are in the same business? What have they done in the past? What are they doing currently? So the whole thing, whole picture of the whole should be in your mind. So what are the skills needed when you have to understand the company, to take your company forward? Okay, is initiative. Take initiative. Don't wait for things to happen ki haan koi karega, somebody will do it. Then why should I do it? Anybody can do it, you know. So take initiative. Okay, role awareness. आज एक रोल ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर आप एक रोल के लिए है तो you cannot do another role. You have to be ready and ready for every role. कि आज मेरा रोल ये है, कल अगर मेरा colleague नहीं आया तो I may have to step into his shoes, because we don't know what is going to happen. The dynamics of industry is so fast, dynamic of people is so fast. Okay, so role awareness. A sense of belonging. Why I say this from a company point of view is a sense of belonging. जब तक आप किसी कंपनी को जहां पर आप काम कर रहे हो अपना नहीं समझोगे, तब तक आप उनको 100% नहीं दे पाओगे. Okay, it's like you have to think कि ये मेरी family है. This is the company that has stood by me. Whether you're a boss or you're an employee, okay, you have to have this sense of belonging. Okay. Then organizational agility. So when you give back, when you give so much for your company, the company will give it back to you. Problem situation analysis. So analysis of the situation is very important. So we need the skills of analysis and business acumen. Next skill that you would need to focus on is curious. So what do you mean? So be curious. Okay, what is it that I can do? What is the new trend that is coming up? How many of you have seen the new feature of WhatsApp, जहाँ पर new option आया है payment का? How many of you have seen it? Anyone?
Yeah, we've seen it.
No, not seen.
Not seen.
Not seen. Okay. So that's what I mean. Keep up with the trends, right? Then network. So by network, I don't mean only limited to people in your area, people in your industry. You can now, this is our global platform. I'll tell you an example. In 2018, when I was in Kuwait, I visited a program which is called Africa Day. So Africa Day is a like an exhibition जहाँ पर every country from Africa comes together and they display their own country food, dance, articraft, like that. So I went and I thought कि ठीक है. I networked with some people and all. And to 2020, when this lockdown happened, I got a call from Nigeria. I had met him in 2018 in Kuwait. Okay. And he called me and he said, "Are you still doing trainings?" I said, "Yes, I'm still doing training." He said, "Will you be able to do some training for my employees? They are about 15 of them." And I'm like, "Yes, why not?" And I was able to do, sitting in Pune, someone whom I met in 2018. In 2020, I was doing a training in Nigeria, Lagos. Okay. So this is how your network will build up and you will be able to work across the globe, because now we have Zoom, we have Google Classrooms, we have Microsoft Teams. So use the available resources and ask questions. Is there anything I can do? Can I learn from you? So researching about your company, about your product, your business, asking questions. Now here, when I say keeping up with the trends, I was able to receive money through WhatsApp payment. It's called WhatsApp payment. Okay. So that is why I'm saying keeping up with the trends is so important. Okay. So what skills would you need? You need analysis of data. Okay. आज इंडिया में हर चीज का बहुत डेटा मिल रहा है. Your population इतनी हो गई, weather इतना हो गया, plastic pollution इतना हो गया, businesses इतने आ गए, इतने startup हो गए, you know, this scheme is launched, that scheme is launched. So all the data is available. COVID-19 data is available. What is the analysis of data? That is a skill you should learn, or at least try to understand and not just read the data on its face value. Then persistence. If you want to learn a skill, you have to be persistent with it. Okay. Personal drive. जब तक आप उस drive को अपना personal नहीं बनाओगे, you will not take motivation. आपकी aircraft fly नहीं करेगी. Okay. Personal learning. Every day, take out time to learn something, to work on something. Persistent, persistent, persistent. आज से पहले 2020 से पहले Zoom was not very famous. Here is another story. In 2014, I knew about Zoom. The distributor for Zoom wanted to give a distributorship, and I had refused because I did not understand this technology. But in 2020, I am using Zoom. Okay. So never lose this chance for technical learning and personal learning, and understand the perspective of things, how they are going. Okay. Again, I will say asking questions, researching, and networking are the keywords that you got to remember. Yes, sir. Yes.
They're just getting some correction done.
Okay. So industry. Am I okay so far, or am I too far?
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Great.
You're a great trainer.
Thank you. Okay. Next is the industry. Now, when I say industry, I mean everything from pin to plane. Okay. How do things evolve? Okay. So how are things evolving in your industry? Now for training, I'm going to speak about the training industry. Training industry mein, I'm an experiential trainer. I used to take corporate teams on an outbound location, you know, from Lavasa to Lonavala to Hyderabad to Goa to Manali, you know, in Kuwait, Dubai, everywhere I've done these programs in a physical presence where I would meet people, see them jump, interact, walk, run, and make them do all the activities. Okay. Now, what am I doing? I'm taking these trainings online and I'm making them do most of the activities which we were doing in real life in a virtual way. Okay. Now, what changes can happen? That is what you have to see. So, we'll just do a little exercise in a bit after this for you to understand this. Then, what changes can happen? So, in the for me, I'm going to speak about the training industry. The changes has been immense. Education has completely become virtual. So likewise, I want you to check if you are in the industry of clothing or manufacturing or whatever, like your industry, you know it best. What are the trends that are happening in your industry? Okay. There are different type of furnitures that are getting made. People who are in this furniture industry, to hold laptops better. They are getting chairs which are more comfortable for the back because long hour of sitting. For children, there are different type of cushions and chairs that are coming for to help them go through online schooling nicely. I even recently saw a chair for doing namaz comfortably, which had a little bit of, you know, in the front to put your head down in ruku. Yes, headrest kind of thing to put ruku, which was in a slanting position. So yes, these are the changes I'm seeing in the furniture industry. So whatever is your industry, have the basic understanding of concept, theories, and once again, trend. Okay. Now, what other organizations are doing? Big and small. हम लोग हमेशा क्या देखते हैं? Apple क्या कर रहा है? Microsoft क्या कर रहा है? राइट या कोई एग्जाम्पल देना है तो बड़े बड़े एग्जाम्पल देंगे कि मैकडोनल्ड्स क्या कर रहा है या KFC क्या कर रहा है बट वी हैव आवर ओन इंडियन you know franchising also. We should look for that. Then what is the cutting edge technology in my industry? And again, I'm going to emphasize this again and again. It's not repetition, it is for memorizing. What are the trends? Okay. Remember, when you say one thing again and again, repeatedly in different ways, then it comes in your memory. Okay. So see, now, do you see this boy who has a binocular? He's seeing how things are going up. At the same time, he's also focusing on how things can go down. तो आपको आपका विजन ऐसा रखना है. Okay, great. So what are the 6 skills that will help you in this? It's organization. Organization is how disciplined you are, how you are organizing your day. आज एक दिन किया 6 दिन सो गए. You know, people start even small things like on a personal level when they start doing exercise. 4 दिन अच्छे से एक्सरसाइज की, 5वें दिन मॉरल डाउन, 6वें दिन फिर वो योगा मैट एक साइड पे पड़ा मिट्टी गैदर कर रहा है. ओके. एंड Amazon से जो डम्बेल्स ऑर्डर किए हैं वो आ जाएंगे और उसका रैपर भी नहीं खुल रहा है बिकॉज एक्सरसाइज इज आउट ऑफ द विंडो. सो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. I'm also giving you a personal example because this happens very much with people who start exercising. Right now, for your organization also, if you have started doing something, if you, for example, if you have started doing data analysis, continue doing that. Okay. Ambition. What is your ambition? Remember, wherever this aeroplane is there, it's you. How will you take off? Okay. Change management. Always change management के लिए ready रहना चाहिए. We should be very flexible to change, very willingly to accept change. Result driven. peer relationship. Peer relationship means not only with your colleagues, but from organizations up and down. It also means your own friendship, your inner circle, and your family. Remember, you are just one person. So that one person has to have a good relationship, right? And decision-making ability. Okay, so slowly we are coming to communication. When I say communication, I feel it's a cycle. It's not a two-way street, okay? Two-way street or a two-way communication is part of this whole cycle, okay? So we have three-way communication. I believe it's a cycle of three ways, okay? Of three levels. It's a inside the organization, customers, and vendors, okay? Once you have this cycle complete, okay, which is a high-touch model. Like if one of them is missing, the cycle is not complete, okay? When I asked you in the beginning, everyone said employees and customers, but we did not say first thing is you, okay? मैं कौन हूँ? मैं company के लिए क्या important रखता हूँ? And the vendor, okay? Vendor is a very important commitment. It is a two-way commitment, okay? And the value addition. So what is the skill that would be required for that, for these three levels of communication? So when I say communication, I mean personal relationships. Apart from professional relationship, how are you building a personal relationship? Okay, people reading. Like what they say and what they do, body language. Okay, people reading. Then proactive composure. अब यही बात मैं ऐसे आपको झुक के लेट के if I am doing, will you be comfortable to listen to me? No. So composure is very important. Object listening, written and verbal skills, okay? I cannot emphasize enough on verbal and written skills because now with internet, okay, apart from your speaking skills, your written and verbal skills are very, very important. People are writing LOL. LOL का full form भी नहीं पता कि lots of love है, lots of lies, या lots of load of work. People don't know where to put LOL. Okay, especially people from older generation, they don't know. So when you're writing a letter or a professional email or a professional chat, okay, please make sure that you do not write short forms. BRB. And I'm thinking, what is BRB? Okay, also understand that people, you are going to communicate to people all over the world, and different people will understand these abbreviation in a different way. So to avoid confusion, please use the whole sentence, especially in a professional setting. Check your spellings before sending. It's a funny incident from my own thing. एक MBA school का project था, where the students had to write a letter to me explaining why they cannot come for this examination, why they cannot attend this examination. Okay. So the task, because it's an online virtual mode, I became a little creative and I told them, ki, write me a letter as if you're going to write me a letter in a letter form and WhatsApp me. Okay, WhatsApp me. तो एक लड़की ने मुझे लिखा, and you know, as soon as she wrote it, she was on Google Classroom. And she said, "Madam, मैंने आपको भेज, please check your WhatsApp." मैंने WhatsApp check किया, and she had written
भूख लगी थी।
नहीं अच्छा है ना खा लेने।
Please, आपका आवाज please. Hello.
कर दे बंद।
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so she had written DEAD, dead madam, comma. So instead of dear, DEAR, she had written DEAD, dead madam. Okay. So imagine if while writing the first statement instead of dear, it's dead, आपकी deal का क्या होने वाला है? And what was her grading this? Chalo, not only that, in the end of the letter where she had to write regards, 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 she wrote REGART, retard. तो मैं समझ गई कि लड़की रिटार्ड है, ऊपर डेड बना दिया और नीचे अपने आप को रिटार्ड बना दिया. So she's, after that I wrote to her immediately. I said, check what you have written. And she said, ma'am, I'm really sorry, please, please, please. But it was over. The answer was submitted. So this, I'm just giving you an example from real life. It has happened. Also, if you there's another so creativity. Okay, so you have to be creative. However, we have to keep that creativity in bounds. आपकी कस्टमर को देख के, आपकी जो नेटवर्क है उनको देख के, right? Based on that, you have to be creative. Providing solution. Next focus for your skills will be solutions. Consistently seeking to solve solutions. हमेशा ऐसा होता है, आप कहीं भी देख ले, आप अगर सोसाइटी में रह रहे हैं, एक हाउसिंग सोसाइटी में, ओके, I'm going to take an example of an housing society. अगर आप किसी भी हाउसिंग सोसाइटी के ग्रुप पे है तो आपको कंप्लेन पे कंप्लेन आएगा, कुत्ते बहुत भौंक रहे हैं, कुत्तों का बहुत प्रॉब्लम है, पानी लीक हो रहा है, पानी नहीं आ रहा है, or something like that. Okay, everyone is constantly bombarding the problem. Okay, problem सबको पता है. Are you seeking to solve the problem? कि वो ग्रुप में सिर्फ प्रॉब्लम ही डिस्कस हो रहा है. Like that, even at workplace. Okay, even at workplace, I have seen this thing. अरे यार, वो फोटोकॉपी मशीन चलता ही नहीं है. In physical days, okay, they will keep complaining, but they will not pick up the phone and call somebody to fix the photocopy machine, क्योंकि वो उनका काम नहीं है. So go back, take initiative. Okay. Similarly, आज की डेट में क्या प्रॉब्लम है आपकी? प्रॉब्लम एक बार, I'm not saying discuss the problem, state the problem. Okay, whenever next time you have to say मेरा ये प्रॉब्लम है, so state the problem. After you state the problem, now next you will start writing, I am seeking to solve problems and these are the possible solutions. 1, 2, 3. So once you give this kind of a thing, then people will start sharing solutions. उसमें और लोग आएंगे जो बोलेंगे, अरे बट ये तो प्रॉब्लम है. Cool. So एक प्रॉब्लम के आगे नीचे another problem. Again say, okay, so yes, now we have identified another problem. So how are we going to solve this problem then? So consistently seek to solve problems. Within the organization, see if a training can solve a problem. Within the training program, okay, now as a trainer, I am not ashamed to say that some of the training programs are not the right fit for the company. They are just delivered because the need analysis has not been done properly and they were delivered. So the trainer walks out, but the company is not benefited. So if that has happened, focus on another training program, do a proper need analysis and be agile about it. भाई ऐसा हो गया है, होता है, you know. We are not living in a perfect world कि आज मैं जो आपको बता रही हूँ, it's not the perfect solutions, but next what we can do, how we can improve, right? Next. So what is it? Problem solving skills. प्रॉब्लम बताने की स्किल्स सबके पास है. आई स्वेयर अभी मैं आपको बता के बोलूंगी ना, चलो अनम्यूट करके प्रॉब्लम बताओ, टटा 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 टटा. द मोमेंट आई से अच्छा सॉल्यूशन बताओ, then I know how many hands are going to go. Then strategic agility, strategically planning, proactive thinking. Okay, ये हो गया, अब क्या, ये हो गया, अब क्या. प्रोएक्टिव थिंकिंग में एक मैं आपको रियल लाइफ एग्जांपल बताती हूँ. हमारा ट्रेनिंग था एंड इमेजिन दिस वाज इन खपोली. दिस इज अ रियल लाइफ सिचुएशन आई एम टेलिंग यू, प्री कोविड. एंड दे टोल्ड मी कम ऑन अ थर्सडे दिस टाइम आप ट्रेनिंग जाइए. अब पुणे से मैं खपोली गई ट्रेनिंग के लिए एंड after 1 hour of training, it was a full day training from 10 in the morning till 6 in the evening. After 1 hour, there was no electricity. So presentation, everything was on this. And that is when the person who had called me, HR, he said, oh no, I forgot to tell you कि Thursday हमारे यहाँ electricity नहीं होती है. So I said, okay, sir. No problem. I have all the slides in a, like I had taken printouts of all my slide. I said, what I can do is I've taken 2 copies. I'll make you all both in 2 groups and the 2 groups can share these presentations. So they were very shocked that I had carried a printout of my slides. So I said, yes, sir, because I know कि ये India है, यहाँ पर इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कभी भी आ जा सकती है, तो I have done this. So they said okay. So they were very happy. So this is proactive thinking. जब आप कोई काम करने जा रहे हैं तो उसके possible problems क्या आने वाले हैं, that is to be figured out. Now I'm giving you training examples because I am in training, right? At the moment. So this is one idea. Then project and goal focus. आपकी कंपनी के क्या प्रोजेक्ट्स है, क्या गोल्स है, उस पे फोकस कीजिए. ओके, और रियलिस्टिक एक्सपेक्टेशंस रखिए. व्हाट इज दिस टाइम? कोविड टाइम. व्हाट हैज बीन हैपनिंग? वी नो पीपल आर गोइंग थ्रू डिफरेंट चैलेंजेस, सो हैव रियलिस्टिक एक्सपेक्टेशंस फ्रॉम पीपल. देन frequent change. When I say frequent change, I'm not saying that you go and change your organization. Or change means अगर कोई प्लान काम नहीं कर रहा है तो उसको चेंज कर लो. अगर कोई सॉल्यूशन काम नहीं कर रहा है तो उसको चेंज कर लो. ओके, दिस इज फ्रॉम अ सॉल्यूशन पर्सपेक्टिव. टेक हेल्प फ्रॉम पीपल. एक छोटा आइडिया होगा, वो आइडिया बड़ा होगा एंड अ ब्रिलियंट आइडिया विल कम. गिव पीपल फॉर small give people credit for small ideas and all your problems will be solved magically. Vendor. So understand contracted and offered products and services. Okay, your contracted products, understand vendor, mission, vision and values. What are other vendors offering? Technical knowledge and features and benefit. Okay, now why vendor is important? Okay, आपका अगर कोई product based है, okay, so it is very important that you have a very good relationship and very good idea about the vision and mission of the vendor. Because if you are into manufacturing and your vendor decides not to continue this relationship, then what are you going to do? So you should have the list of other vendors that are offering. So these are the skills कि first understand your product and give your give the product vendor the due consideration while choosing his products, and know what is the technical features and benefits, right? So this is all technical skills that are required to understand.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Fighting with his wife, no problem.
No problem.
That's creativity.
Okay, yeah. So then skills needed. Planning. I cannot emphasize enough on this planning. Sagar sir and I have been planning for this seminar for quite some time. Okay, so planning, not only for a seminar, for a webinar, I would say, but for everything in life, planning is important. Okay, then priority setting. When we make a plan, we have to understand कि priorities क्या है, कि क्या पहले आना चाहिए, क्या बाद में आना चाहिए. There's an 80-20 rule that says that 80% success comes from 20% of the effort. So that if you are going to do about 100 jobs, okay, there will be small jobs, and there will be 20 jobs that will give you maximum profit. So you need to identify that. So priority setting. Okay, result orientation. Focus on the results also. So when I say result orientation, I'm not saying only focus on the result. Orientation, कि आप क्या progress चाहते हो. Like when I've made this skills presentation, I'm taking you from you to outside, dhire dhire, if you are seeing, okay? I'm taking from you. What are you? Understand yourself, present yourself, then go inside, go to your employee, then I'm going to the boss, then to the vendors, to customers, to vendors, right? Then frequent orientation with others. Okay, आप क्या सोच रहे हो, आप क्या बोल रहे हो, are they understanding, are they on the same page, क्या आप दोनों एक पेज पे है. Okay, then project scheduling. This is very self-explanatory. And patience. If you want to see change, if you want to see success, you have to be patient. I can very comfortably use this line over here, in Allah ma sabirin. This is what so this my father had told me for everything, you know, as a young child. When I would get very excited, he would completely tell me, it's okay, in Allah ma sabri. So this is, I would say, this in COVID time, this is the most important skill and a virtue that will take us ahead. Okay. Next, partnership. What do I mean by partnership? Partnership is how we can support you, how you can make our partnership better. So how ICE is my company, can make this partnership better between my company ICE and between MCCI, right? So this is about our partnership. Where do we go on from here? So partnership is a skill that we need to work on. Whenever we do something, we come together, we talk about the next step. कि आगे क्या? Normally people come, mile, khaye, piye, bye bye ho gaya. So this is also, apart from this ICE example, I also think that when you collaborate and network, what we have seen, all the networking skills, and this is learning to fly. When I say learning to fly, I don't literally mean learning to fly. I mean, when you are on your road to success, when you become competent, and when you do innovation management, okay, ethics is number one, functional and technical skills, okay, and negotiation. Now, when I say functional and technical skills, I also want to bring about this, like if you are into accounting and auditing, if you have seen the trend in COVID-19, Most of the auditing is real-time auditing that is happening because online payment is the new normal. So how are the accountants going to change their way of managing the accounts? So functional and technical skills need to improve, even for accountants. Okay, this is an example that I'm using. Every industry has gone or through a change. Functional and technical skills is something that you have to focus on. Negotiation, again, if you are into this business of negotiation where your business role requires you to negotiate, then this is a skill that you need to carry forward. If you are a job seeker or looking for job, then negotiation is a skill that you would like to study because, or learn, I would say, to have a better salary negotiation. Okay. Then relationships and trust are followed by collaborative process. Okay. This is my definition for partnership also. And last, okay, last, I'm saying this last is the skill of leadership. Okay. Because why I'm saying this last, because if you don't have any of the above, if you don't know yourself first, if you're not able to present yourself first, your company, your this, then your vendors, your customers, then your leadership has no value. So leadership. Last but not the least is coach the qualities of leadership. Now, when I say coach the qualities of leadership, within you, within the people you are working with, okay, having control and lead an effort. So lead by example, encourage and communicate with others, empower others. This is the most important thing, empower others. Like, you can give man a fish or you can teach him how to fish. It's like that. So when I say empower, you teach him how to fish, you teach him to do things so they can work independently without you, or they can fill up your role without you. Again, skill, leading others. Emotional intelligence is very important skill. This is a whole chapter on its own. This is a whole webinar on emotional intelligence that we can do. This is a new normal, most important needed skill. Then monitoring others. When I say monitoring others, it doesn't mean कि आप उनके ऊपर hover करें. It just means that you are there to help them, to letting them know that we are there to help you if needed. Okay. Motivating others, manage vision and purpose. It's very important that everyone in your company knows what is your vision and purpose so that you all are on the same road. And approachability. Again, I'm repeating this word approachability over here is, as a leader, we need to be approachable. You need to be very, very approachable. Because gone are the days when, there was a hierarchy. Now, I think most of the organizations will have a flat way of communication. So with this, let's do a recap quickly. Invested, people, knowledge of company, curious, industry, communication, solutions, vendor, partnership, and leadership. So if you focus on these 10 areas, you will quickly think of all the skills that you would need. And this covers all the basic of essential skills. I would like you to take the key takeaways for today. Take time to evaluate yourself against each of these top 10 areas to focus. Okay? Identify where you are struggling. Okay? I cannot do this, or I'm weak over here, or I need to improve over here. Okay? Identify where you are struggling. And last, look to improve skills identified in these areas. If you think मुझे यहाँ पर इस skills की जरूरत है, then look for a teacher, a trainer, a mentor who can help you with that. If it is a technical skill, enroll for a technical course or go on Google and learn those skills. So once again, this is me. You can connect with me on my Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. So questions?
Any questions? We'll just open up the thing. Unmute everybody. Anybody who wants to ask question, can raise a hand. Anybody has a question? Anybody there wants to ask a question can go ahead.
I'll ask one. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yes, I'm Sadik Sagar. So I just want to ask, so what is the time duration in a day that I should put in to learn new skills?
Okay. So, see, it's like asking a child कि कितना घंटा पढ़ना है. Okay. So I would say anywhere between 15 minutes to half an hour to begin with, and then the expertise that you want in that area. Like if you're learning to, for example, can you give me an example what you want to learn?
I am into stock market trading and trading. I trade myself and I train other people how to trade in the stock market as well. I teach people how to invest and trade.
Right.
So
Trading.
what harm? So basically what happens is every time something new comes up. So I do spend quite a lot of money and time and efforts in learning new skills. So I do that, but what is the time that I should dedicate maybe in a day or maybe in a week?
See, all courses, right? Like I said, giving a dedicated time of 30 minutes to a new skill is very essential. Like if tomorrow for example, I'm learning to learn French. Okay. If I'm not going to give 30 minutes, then I'm not going to get any success because 4 दिन पढ़ूंगी फिर 5वें दिन भूल जाऊंगी. So the correct way is depending on your previous knowledge.
Right.
Depending on your previous knowledge. See, somebody who is a beginner who has no idea, like I'm going to give you an example of stock trading, which you have just used. Somebody like me, okay, who has never learned stock trading. So I'm going to start from the ABC of stock trading. I'm also going to understand what is stock, first of all.
Yes.
Right. So somebody like me, then initially I may need to put more number of hours during the day to understand the basic. ठीक है, एक बार मेरा basic clear हो गया, then to pick up, then I need to get into the process of 30 minutes.
Yes.
Slowly. So that is the time I would give. 30 minutes is what I would give for all. Like even when you start exercising, depending on what is your body composition at the moment, you start with like 5 minutes of walking and then you progress slowly.
And like you said, things keep on changing according to trend. So stock market so every day new trends come up, every day new set of skills come up, and of course something what worked in the past doesn't work right now. So of course it is required that we do keep on upgrading.
Yeah. So that is follow the trend. What is trending? ये आपको you have to give yourself 30 minutes कि अगर कोई नया आ रहा है, कोई नई चीज आ रही है, तो उसमें क्या है? So you have to dedicate that कि 30 minutes में चेकआउट करूंगा कि आज स्टॉक मार्केट में क्या हो रहा है.
Yes.
Very nice. Anybody else?
Yes.
Mr. Said, go ahead.
First unmute and then you can speak.
Unmute yourself, Said bhai, and
first unmute yourself so we can hear you.
Hello.
Shahid bhai, please unmute yourself so that we can hear you if you have a question. Yes, if anybody else has a question, you can go ahead, please.
Anybody else with a question? Please go ahead. I think we have lost.
Nithar, can you arrange with the speaker to have a seminar every month?
Weekly seminars you have been saying?
No, this speaker.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, again, come again, please.
What I was saying, it was a very good seminar, very professional, and she has come out with so much information. I was just suggesting our chamber have one seminar a month with her, if some understanding with her, if we can have on different topics, one seminar in a month.
Okay.
So it will be very useful for our members.
She will be shortly joining us as a member.
Okay.
Inshallah.
Ah.
So she's there. So she will be definitely looking into this. Naseer, that question was for you. But as a trainer, you
Inshallah,
have
I would
given
say
us
inshallah.
so many topics. So will you be able to do that? That was for you.
Yeah, inshallah, like I
Very
said,
good.
ki this is my full-time business. So I will definitely try to take out some time as in whenever possible.
Thank you.
That's good. Huh?
That was Munawar
Very
Pir
good.
Bhai, the Azam Campus Chairman.
Sure.
Anybody else who wants to ask? Said Bhai, is he still there? Yeah, Lokanwala sir, you want to ask something?
No, thank you. It was such a well presented
I'm
topic.
sure you would.
Yeah,
I'm sure
thank
as
you.
a
It was
teacher, you
very
would
clear.
like her to be part of our group.
Yeah, sure.
Sessions.
And we know each other for quite some time
Oh,
now.
mashallah. Mashallah. Chalo, good then. So we have one more member coming in now. Eh?
Yeah, I was looking
Anybody else
forward
there
to listening to her.
Yeah,
Salim
thank
Bhai
you.
wants to ask something. Salim Bhai, go ahead. Anybody else there who wants to ask a question? Please go ahead. Salim Bhai, you want to ask something? So anyway, I think it was a very, very interesting session. It could not have, it is not justice to have just one session. Maybe like Munawar Pir Bhai said, we should have every month one topic from you. So we would request you to do that for us so that we can fix a day once in a month and you could do that. And it was beautiful the way you said how to think, how to present yourself, how to introduce. And it was a real training for me. I would really go back and do a lot of changes in my own concern. As I told you, we are into construction and painting. So that will be a big help to me, whatever you said today. Thank you very much for being here. And you are most welcome to take our membership. You can call Anis Bhai and go ahead and take your membership maybe on Monday or even tomorrow if you contact him.
For others, if you want. Anis bhai, आपका number डालो ना. Chat
Thank
box
you.
पे Anis bhai number डाल देंगे.
May I also,
For others.
Or you can contact me also. I'll forward your number to him. Yeah, if I have your number, I'll do that for you.
right, sure.
Ji.
So may I request, can I stop share now? Yeah, 1 minute.
Yeah.
Yes, you can have that.
Good.
Right. Okay. So we have 15 participants and my humble request to all the participants is to switch on the camera for 5 minutes, if that is okay for you.
Yeah.
So all of you, please, can you switch on your camera for 5 minutes? I can request that. I think
Yes.
I'm the only lady who is requesting this, so there shouldn't be a problem.
Should be more than obliged. 2-3 people. Zakir Sheikh is not.
Some may be logging in from the PCs, so maybe they'll not be able to say.
Okay. So I was just planning to take a screenshot, like a photo, so we can have a photo, but I think people are not kind of ready, but ठीक है.
वो है उनका ले लो.
नो प्रॉब्लम. सिद्दीकी सर, आप थोड़ा सा अपना स्क्रीन नीचे कर सकते हैं, सीलिंग आ रही है.
Irfan.
I'll be
Irfan.
there.
सिद्दीकी सर.
Irfan Siddiqui, please lower your screen so that only your head is being seen. थोड़ा सा नीचे कर लो.
कैमरा थोड़ा सीधा करो.
और थोड़ा सीधा कर लो.
हाँ.
Yeah, better.
Yeah.
Oh,
Perfect.
oh, that's it.
Okay.
Smile is
Thank you.
required.
Great. Thank you so much. And thank you once again for this opportunity. And I'm very thankful to Sagar sir to connect with me and give me this opportunity to be part of you all. So thank you once again. And if you do want to connect with me, you know where to connect. My number is there.
Yeah.
So
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I think that's end of the program. So we say Allah Hafiz, everybody.
yes.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Thank
Very
you.
good suggestion from Manohar Pir Bhai. We'll try to make it that once a month program also. So till then, it's Allah Hafiz, everybody. Dua mein yaad. Keep giving suggestions, ideas. We are welcome, open for all suggestions. We want the chamber to become more and more effective and more and more helpful to the community. Allah Hafiz, we end the program here. Thanks, Nasrin, once again. So nice of you to give time.
Thank you, sir.